Before we dive in, hit like, subscribe, and mark your attendance. Class is in session. 9 years ago, New York set a standard, not for drama or chaos, for lows. It's a new low.
This is a witch over here.
Let's get into it. We open in Sonja's townhouse. She's running a halfway house for fallen socialites and giving Tinsley important cliff notes. She's bitter about last year's Berkshire snub and trash-talking Luann and Tom. Tinsley, fresh off a mugshot, is the most stable one in the room. Meanwhile, in Sag Harbor, Luann shows Dorinda her new place. We meet the Cadillac of toilets, somehow more fulfilling than half the men on the Upper East Side.
It washes the front, it washes the back.
And it keeps you company when Tom's away.
If your fiancé's at the Regency, at least your bidet is loyal. Over rosé and tacos, they move on to dragging Sonja. Dorinda produces bridal shower receipts.
Pictures tell 1,000 words, don't they?
And every single word is blackout. She's convinced Sonja's acting out because she's jealous of her stable relationship with John. Stability and John do not belong in the same sentence. The only thing stable about John is his resting blood alcohol level. Bethenny and Carol build our B-plot, democracy depression. The election is days away and Carol's spiraling. Bethenny vents that Sonja's been running an unlicensed podcast in Bethenny's voicemail, bad-mouthing Luann and Dorinda. Later, Luann, Dorinda, and Victoria have a postcard-perfect boat ride, while Bethenny hauls Carol to acupuncture, because needles are cheaper than therapy. Then we hit the Little Red. Bethenny and Carol arrive first.
Luann will be blowing this guy by midnight. Hi.
Ramona arrives fresh from Avery's sorority formal. She's bragging that the girls see her as a friend, not a mother. She's the chaperone who drinks the jungle juice. She shows off a photo of her and Avery. Carol says they look like sisters. A lie, but still not enough to satisfy Ramona.
I was gonna say, yeah, we look beautiful.
Her ego is a bottomless Pinot glass. Dorinda and Luann arrive, and Ramona finds a way to ask about Bryn's school. Bethenny says she's in public school, first grade, and loves it. Ramona decides to go deranged.
You're in the press now being naked and doing soft. Has anybody approached your daughter? Have you explained to her the situation?
The table goes quiet. Bethenny deploys sarcasm.
Diane Sawyer came to her schoolyard and actually approached her.
She asks Bethenny if she's explained the Unearthed Bee movie scene to her 6-year-old.
Ramona attempting to embarrass me through my daughter, who's in first grade, is even low for Ramona, which is a new low, because Ramona low is low already.
Bethenny says it was 25 years ago.
I don't regret it at all. I needed the money, and I wanted to be an actress. I have no issue with it whatsoever.
Ramona, clocking the table isn't clapping for her concerned mom performance, shifts into victim mode. Bethenny disengages, so Ramona turns to Luann and talks about her like she's not even there.
Let's face it, she's being a BI.
Bethenny cuts in.
Do you guys realize that I can hear every word?
Now Luann's mad and seizes the moment. She's engaged to a man with more public sightings than the Statue of Liberty, but tonight she's the moral authority.
You don't care about any of us is the point. You only care about yourself.
Bethenny doesn't flinch, but Ramona goes too far.
This is a witch over here.
That's Bethenny's line in the sand, and she makes her Elphaba exit.
Bethenny, look up etiquette tonight. Take a crash course.
The next morning, we see the split camps. Sonja and Tinsley are at a friend's Hampton's house because Ramona disinvited Sonja from staying with her. Sonja spins it like she has endless options and shows how every bed in there has been tested. Across town, Ramona meets Luann and Dorinda at a winery. Ramona's thrilled Bethenny's mad at her because it made her and Luann allies again. Dorinda nails it. Bethenny doesn't like her cracks being pointed out, and Ramona pointed out a crack.
I give 0 Fs.
I know everything.
0 Fs.
I know everything.
Back at Bethenny, she's still stuck on the Bryn piece.
This is way worse than her ripping me and about my life, and I'll end up alone on the Brooklyn Bridge. She's like a bad person.
Dorinda tells Ramona and Luann she woke up at 7 a.m. to a new Sonja post. Sonja's running a private burn book on Facebook. Dorinda reads it at the table like a grand jury indictment. She doesn't want to ruin Ramona's party, but she's absolutely going to. Night falls and Ramona is in full hostess mode. Dorinda's ready to pounce.
I'm gonna wait till dinner, I'm gonna be very cordial, I'm gonna make an effort, but I've collected a lot of stuff.
Carol arrives and Ramona hands her a glass of wine that looks like it was poured at the Courtyard Marriott Westbury, New York. Dorinda gives Carol the Sonja rundown.
She would never go to a tacky wedding like Luann. This was a good statement, but I laughed. It was horrible. I would never mix synthetics with silk.
Dorinda confirms she's collected a file on Sonja.
I have a file this big.
Carol is stunned but delighted. She came for chicken and small talk, and she's getting the Mueller report, Morgan edition. Dorinda confirms she's only drinking Coca-Cola tonight.
Tonight is not a night to be on the martini train.
Sober Dorinda is perhaps the scariest version of Dorinda that exists. Sonja and Tinsley walk in, lambs and wedges. Dorinda turns, camera zooms, the music swells, and we get to be continued. Are you ready for part 2? Let me know in the comments.